All right, let me tell you, getting this bumper cover off, it was not easy. It was not easy at all. There's a lot of stuff I had to take off just to get to this point. I did it pretty much laying on the ground on these little old Jegs creeper pads. Hopefully soon in the future I won't have to do this too much longer as far as laying on the ground working on cars and stuff. This is something I feel like I need to do. Besides, you really want to test fit it anyway before you prep it and paint it. I'll probably try to put the new bumper on tomorrow. I'm hot. I was out here laying underneath the car with my legs dangling out in the sun. These are all the bumpers, or these are the bumpers. These are all the bolts it took to take this front bumper off. I had to take this little piece off. Had to take that little piece off. Had to take this piece off on the driver's side. I'm missing the one on the passenger side. Just one more thing I can order now. Had to take the fender trim off. I might do a how-to video on this one day because this bumper is going to have to come off. Even the new one will have to come off and on a few times during the paint process. Give you a quick little update. Still got the old 96 Caprice. Well, it's not mine. It's my daughter's car. But it's still in the family. Still got my El Camino. Get back on it one day. Okay, I'm back on the Caprice. It's the next day. I had to stop working on this yesterday to help my daughter. I'm kind of glad that happened because it was hot and I was burnt out, and I probably would have just, even though I'm putting this new bumper on temporarily, probably would have just slapped it on there just because I was hot and I was over it. Because I had to stop, I had a night to sleep on it. It made me realize I think I'm gonna scuff this with this little pad real quick, at least the top half of that. Scuff it with the pad and spray it with some black spray paint. Try to make it look a little bit better. Nobody's ever gonna see this because the bumper cover hides it, but I know it's there. And it's just light little surface rust, so should be able to scuff it like that real quick. Spray it with some black spray paint. All right, just quick little updates. Okay, that looks a little bit better. That's one light coat and one heavy coat. Just something quick to make it look a little bit better than what it did. I'll tell you one thing, man, you can never have too much black spray paint laying around. Just had enough in this can. Still got a little bit more left in here to finish this off. This is what I used, and yeah, I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. Slap that new bumper on. Now the old bumper, I have this, the bumper brand new. I have this trim brand new, but I don't have this, so I have to take this off. See if I can save this. And I don't have this little bracket. There's like a little bracket underneath here. There's like a little metal bracket here. I know that's not on the new bumper either, so I'm gonna go get the new bumper pulled out the box. Like I'll see if I get this bracket off or these clips off, because that's essential to the new bumper. So let me get the test fitting. Okay, I just pulled the new bumper out the box, out the packaging, set next to the old bumper just to compare it, and I was right. This I'm gonna take off. I'm not gonna put it on the new bumper yet because I'm just temporarily test fitting it on there. I'm gonna take this off the old bumper before I throw the old bumper out. I got this new, so I ain't worried about that. As you see, the old bumper is pretty whooped on this side. The thing I noticed that the new bumper doesn't have, it doesn't have these little, there's a metal brace that goes right there. I'm gonna have to peel that off somehow. I gotta get these clips out of here. Now the new bumper is cool. I bought this bumper cheap off of eBay, so I'm not gonna complain too much about it. So far it looks pretty good. The only thing I'm not really too happy with is this little section right here, because it does seem to be a little thin right there, but that's where that metal bracket goes, so I'm not gonna really worry about it. But it's definitely very thin right there. Hopefully that doesn't come back to be a problem. And now that I'm looking at it, on that one, that's where the clips go, these clips. The bracket, actually the metal bracket goes right here on this one. So it's a little thin where these clips goes, but I'm gonna try to stick them on there and figure it out. All right, let me transfer some of this stuff off of this one onto this one and get in the car before it gets too hot out here. Okay, there it is. Got the bumper on. Never mind them zip ties, I'll come back to that in a second. Well, I'll talk about it now. The reason why I got zip ties, there was 12 altogether plastic clips, a few at the top and a bunch of them at the bottom. I'll show you these plastic clips. Stuff like this. The clips like these, because they're in such bad shape, and I'm only putting this bumper on temporarily, it's like a test fit before I paint. See, these are not in the best of shape. So I'm gonna order brand new clips, 12 of them. I'm gonna order 12 brand new clips. And before I permanently put this bumper on, I will replace the zip ties. But for now, I'm just gonna do the zip ties. Right now I'm just gonna do the zip ties temporarily until I get my new clips in and the bumper's all painted, because I barely got them clips out and they're in bad shape. So once the bumper's all painted and done, I put it on for the final time, then I'll put the new clips in once I order them, if I can find them. But I don't want to keep putting them clips in and out because they look like they're in their last leg and they're all broke up and cracked up. So make sure it shuts down okay. All right. There it is. It looks a little dusty, but it's just black plastic. Never mind that hole in the bumper, because the chrome trim that goes right here, I have that brand new. I put that in after I paint it, but I'm glad I test fit this before I put it on. Driver's side was cool. You know, it's not flawless, but it's pretty tight on there. This chrome trim, or this fender trim. Driver side, passenger side, is the side that got hit. Not so much. This got bent up real bad, and it will not, it just won't go on here right. So I'm missing a couple screws on there, and I'm probably gonna have to buy another trim piece. I'm gonna have to get another this trim piece, but for now, so I got my bumper on. That's mission accomplished. Now there's a little gap right here because there's bumper fillers that go in between the bumper and the headlight. It's on this bumper here, but the new bumper does not have any holes. So I'll flip this up. Oh crap. Okay, the new bumper doesn't have any of these holes. I'm gonna have to drill the holes out on these new bumpers. For now, because I'm not ready to really put this on permanently, I'm just gonna leave them off for now. My plan is, I'm gonna throw this bumper away. My plan is to cut this bumper up and put it in the recycle bin. That's my plan. It's a plastic bumper. I'm gonna cut the bumper up and put it in this recycle bin. But before I do, I'm just gonna take this thing here with the air gun. I'm just gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it along here. And then once I cut it along there like that, with this, I'm gonna continue cutting the bumper up and throw it in there. I'm gonna cut this like this, so I want this whole piece, I'm gonna save it and stick it in the car. That way, it'll make it easier for me to drill the holes on there. I'm gonna use this piece to line the holes up so I know exactly where to put the holes in order to get this piece here. I bet you this piece is not easy to find. Pretty much done deal. Yeah, not an easy task, but just give you quick little updates on 96, on my daughter's 96 Caprice.